don't know about you, but from where I'm sitting, things are just looking a little grim out there today, folks. Not sure what it is, I just can't seem to get my juices flowing like they used to. I was all excited to try this old folk remedy I heard about, right up until I realized the secret ingredient was something you had to dig out of one of those snake chicks running around out there. Now, don't get me wrong. If I thought I could catch one, I would have at least tried it.
I've been working with a few local operators, helping people out on the fringes wherever we could. In this case, we were following up on some rumors about the aliens hitting a town out on the coast. We just figured Advent was finally getting down to the stragglers.
Position confirmed.
That's affirmative.
I trust in your command. I will send
Got it covered,
to Overwatch.
They came from the sea. That's what stood out. They were just giant bugs to us back then. We didn't know anything about the science. Chrysalids. Strange ones, too. White. Like they were covered in bone.
I hope everyone's having a great day out there in the occupied territories. Don't let Advent get you down. In fact, I would urge all of you to play nice with Advent. At least long enough for them to relax a little. After that, do what I do. Steal everything of theirs that ain't bolted down.
It wasn't until we got close to town that we started picking up these transmissions. We didn't know what to make of it. It sure as hell wasn't Advent, and no one in the Resistance was stupid enough to leave the aliens with a signal to follow.
We march towards enlightenment.
Position confirmed.
I'll maintain
Roger,
Overwatch.
got my eyes on.
If you're just tuning in, I'm your host with the most, the man with the golden voice that even the aliens couldn't keep down. You see, apparently, yours truly just wasn't good enough for their precious Advent burger. God forbid a man make himself a little snack in between orders. It's not like they're gonna run out of that slop. Cover's closed!
Target neutralized.
Impressed yet?
Forgive me.
They're pulling back.
Radio chatter aside, we had a much bigger problem to contend with. The rumors were true. The aliens had hit this town. And you know what? We would have welcomed a good fight with Advent versus what we actually ran into that day.
I'll keep it
Stay
under
with
wraps.
Overwatch. Speaking of Advent Burger, you know they never even gave me a language course during my training? I mean, come on! Where's the logic there? How the hell am I supposed to prep orders with some bug-eyed freak barking gibberish at me? And if you think you're getting a legible receipt, you're out of luck. No problem, boss. Adjusting aim. I'm watching.
Presume to No. No.
There's a time and a place for everything, and I'll admit it. If I'd been sitting around the campfire having a few drinks, this guy probably would have been kind of funny, in an insane way. But during the heat of combat with a bunch of weird ocean chrysalids running us down, I would have given anything to shut him up.
Moving to position. I got nothing.
Well, how about that?
The aliens just don't know what they're missing. Serious. Do you hear this voice? This is a voice destined for greatness. Not the voice of some burger man. That's right, Ed. You made yourself a powerful enemy. Cause I can talk all night, baby!
Back online.
No one will
Scanning.
slip past.
He had spent the last 10 minutes babbling about hamburgers while we were out there watching people mutate into chrysalids from all the poison. Honestly, one of the worst things I've ever seen. And this guy was our soundtrack the whole damn time.
I can handle that.
Maintaining this
Go get
area.
some. Now that I'm finally getting through to some of you out there, maybe introductions are in order. Let's see, a little about myself. Great voice, dashing good looks, and a personality to match. You might as well call me DJ Total Package. Oh, okay, don't call me that, but you get the idea.
I'll keep a
Come
watchful
get
eye.
some. Affirmative. Covering now.
Somehow I just knew. Wherever we ended up, whatever we were doing, we were gonna keep hearing this clown until we confronted him, or until the aliens blew his brains out. And by that point, I'm not sure if I cared which one of us got to him first.
On the move.
Whatever you say. be fine.
I will sense any
Got it covered.
disturbance. On your order.
Seems doable.
I am watching.
I'm on it.
On Overwatch.
On Overwatch. I'm going.
I'll maintain
I'll
my
keep an
watch.
eye on
Affirmative.
Overwatch.
Covering now. Hostile terminated. Beware the blast!
No problem, boss. Not too shabby.
I'm ready.
We're green to go.
Ready to rock.
No one gets by me.
moving.
I'm on it.
It's
Got it
ours.
covered. Whatever you say.
My senses are
My eyes
keen.
are peeled.
Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Heading out.
I'm going.
My watch
Moving
begins.
to Overwatch.
Moving to
Affirmative.
Overwatch.
Covering now.
That ain't gonna stop
Shot
it.
failed to connect.
Feel the power of the Templars!
Eventually, we killed off the waves of chrysalids pouring into town. But we still didn't know what was riling them up in the first place. Advent brought in some equipment for the troops stationed at the local outpost. We were able to scrounge up a few things, but we couldn't take everything. If the chrysalids were moving underwater, every town, camp, and settlement along the coast was at risk of the same fate as that last one. We decided to keep moving. If nothing else, we could try and warn people before the next attack. And wouldn't you know it? The further we got, the stronger the signal from the new self-proclaimed King of the Airwaves. Part of me was almost hoping Advent would drown him out with some soothing propaganda of their own. But he had really jammed up their frequencies somehow. There was a cold snap moving in. The wind coming off the water was brutal. I only remember because when we got to the camp, it was burning. And the heat was a welcome change despite knowing what it meant for the locals.
Repositioning. You are judged! I must improve! X-ray neutralized.
I'm going. Ah, come on! Eat it! One of ours!
My position is under attack!
The show never stops, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, it's not easy being the talent, the management, and the technician. I might even have to start pre-recording some of these shows just to get some sleep. I mean, how long has it been? What, 36 hours? Does anybody know what Thursday is on the Advent calendar? Blarg's Day? Something like that, right?
Don't stop running! Heading out.
I can handle that.
Reloading.
Moving to Overwatch.
Scanning. No trespassers.
Surprisingly enough, it wasn't the chrysalids this time. At least, not right off the bat. Advent was in town, and they seemed to be having some trouble with the bugs too. We also had a few civilians to contend with. The whole situation was a mess.
Seems doable.
Target's still up.
Scanning.
I am watching. I am watching.
Shot failed to connect.
Our enemy is striking! Refocusing.
You're listening in during your travels, but I haven't reached your local town, camp, settlement, or shanty, whatever your situation. Don't worry. I'm putting up new relays just as quick as I can. Someday soon, there'll be no escaping the sound of my golden voice.
For the Templars! Utilizing hook.
No problem, boss. Went off the armor. Hit the plate!
You should go!
By now you might be asking yourself, Central, if you didn't want to listen to the DJ, why not just shut off your radio? And you'd be right to ask. You see, the problem was, the stronger his signal got, the more it interfered with our comm link. We could either go completely radio silent, or put up with him for a bit longer.
Whatever you say.
I am almost out of ammunition. So it is decided.
So, got kind of a serious question for you. Has anyone else noticed a sudden uptick in big, mean alien bugs running around? Nasty, white ones with razor-sharp talons? No? Yeah, me either. No, that'd be crazy, right? No, I'm probably just seeing things. That's, yeah. Well, keep your eyes peeled, just in case, though. Oh, okay? Ready to go. I'm going. Go, you're safe. Go!
A righteous strike!
I'll keep an eye on it.
I reload. It is under my watch.
We didn't have a clue where he was broadcasting from at that point. For all we knew, he could have been thousands of miles away. That was until he mentioned those bugs he thought he saw. It was possible that these white chrysalids were all over the world, but it seemed a lot more likely that the DJ was somewhere close by.
Not enough! On the move.
Seems doable.
We managed to save a few of the civilians before the chrysalids got to them.
My strike surges forth!
I'm covering.
On your order.
Moving to Overwatch.
I take a new approach. I will watch.
Negative damage.
Damn, I'm rusty.
If I've already paid a visit to your town, you might have noticed one of my relays and a bunch of other equipment rigged up nearby. Do me a favor, would you? Don't touch it! Might look like a bunch of cobbled together junk, but it's my junk. Oh, no. No, not that junk. The kind that keeps the show on the road.
I'll keep a watchful
I'm
eye.
on Overwatch.
I await their approach. I must concentrate.
That one?
The DJ may have been off his rocker, but I had to give him a little credit. I mean, the guy was out there building his own radio network. Half the time, we could barely find recruits who knew how to turn on a radio.
I can handle that.
This is no place for the innocent. Maintaining this area.
Come get some.
Got it covered.
I'm on it. Don't think it went through.
I didn't make it through.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I'd like to take this moment and thank our generous sponsor, Advent. Now, I know what you're thinking. Advent? Screw those guys. And you'd be right. But hear me out. My little station wouldn't be here today without Advent's fancy relays and this big old antenna I found. Credit where credit is due and all that noise.
Feel the power of the Templars!
Rock and roll. Our target, minimal damage.
We actually came across one of the DJ's installations in that town. You wouldn't have guessed it was anything special from the looks of it, but it obviously worked. There were a few hints of alien technology, but nothing that seemed all that crazy. I should have known better.
I will tear you apart!
The chrysalids weren't too much of an issue for us, but we were only slightly closer to figuring out just what the hell was going on. We pulled some gear from the workshop we found set up by the radio tower. There was some decent stuff in there, so the choice of what to haul out wasn't easy. We made our way further up the coast by boat while chasing the DJ's signal. From what we pieced together, he had been building his own radio network across the territories that were still free from Advent control. Rigging stolen relays and antennas up and down the seaboard to get his message across, he had managed to stir something else up. Whether it was the frequency or something in the equipment itself, the chrysalids loved the sound of his voice. To them, it was like the DJ had been ringing the dinner bell in every town he visited. Now that we had a working theory as to what was attracting the chrysalids, all we had to do was go in and destroy all the equipment the DJ had already installed. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, it wasn't. The closer we got, the more trouble we found.
To victory. Okay.
Rolling.
Await their approach.
To my loyal audience, I feel I need to get this out there. There's some rumors going around. Bug rumors. mean, from the sounds of it, maybe I'm not that crazy after all. You're starting to see them too, right? The white things with the pointy legs? The clickety-clack creepers?
As you order. We march towards enlightenment. Rolling.
Heading out.
Scanning
Overwatch watch order confirmed.
What's making that noise? For all we knew about the alien technology back then, whatever this transmitter was the DJ stole from Advent, it could have been doing exactly what it was originally designed for. Maybe the aliens needed them to corral the chrysalids. Maybe they didn't even have control of all these monsters.
Moving to designated position.
Heading there now.
Agreed. My senses are fully recovering now. Sight.
I know I'm harping on this, but there's definitely something weird going on around here. Living out of whatever box you can find, you start to get used to strange noises and things that go bump in the night. But it's the clicking and the clocking and then the clicking again. It's some kind of scampering, I tell you. Whatever it is, I don't like it one bit.
Maintaining this area. Stand ready. Hold boxing.
Once we actually got close enough to see the transmitter, it was clear as day that our DJ had failed to mention one critical detail. The damn thing was pure alien technology, and not even Advent stuff. Something older. To this day, I still have no idea how he had managed to get any of it working, but it was all starting to make a lot more sense.
I go as ordered. I comply. Moving.
That's affirmative.
No one gets watch. I watch.
You know what? Maybe it's cabin fever. Aside from the occasional maintenance run, I've been pretty much holed up in the booth here for days now. As a matter of fact, it's actually getting a little ripe in here. I found a whole case of canned dog food last week. It's not bad, but it doesn't sit that well, if you get my meaning.
No more heists. A useful aid.
An ineffective strike!
Suffer my rage!
Grenade out!
Target still up! Throwing grenade! Toast!
Whatever you say. Well, how about that?
The invaders move against me! My resolve weakens!
It was either bad luck or just stupid coincidence. But for whatever reason, the DJ had installed his transmitter on the dock right near the water's edge. He had unknowingly positioned this thing to be the most efficient chrysalid bait possible.
My strike surges forth! On the move!
I'm going.
chrysalids were only gonna keep coming. We had a limited window of survival here.
Damn it. Come on, you piece of shit. Huh? Screw it. So, yeah. I was wrong about that whole cabin fever thing. They're out there, all right. And they want in real bad. Anyone, and I mean anyone, if you're reading me, come help your buddy out. I'm holed up in a building near the waterfront, okay? Right next to the water.
A righteous strike! We are nearly there.
That was around the time we first set eyes on the DJ's transmitter.
You know that was good.
Accept your fate! That will not slow them! The enemy is flanking!
Temper my faith!
I almost felt bad about wishing Advent on him. Almost. I mean, he did bring it on himself. Stolen equipment aside, did he think the aliens were just gonna let him mouth off all day with no reprisal? We all know the aliens love a good reprisal.
On your order. Tactical movement. Must reload, now! armor. They're targeting me!
I don't remember it taking this long. We're probably pushing the limits of the story here.
I'm still waiting for a miracle out here. I'm not sure how much longer I can hide. I just wish I could have at least broadcasted this grand finale. I barely got the chance to get my feet wet.
That was one transmitter down, but our job wasn't done yet.
I'm on it. Affirmative, covering now.
Seems doable. On Overwatch.
Evade detection. Armor's still holding.
Impressed yet?
The enemy strikes true.
Lost one.
like we weren't going to go after him. But I didn't see the harm in letting him sweat for a few hours. We'd get there in time. Probably.
Hard target, minimal damage. Back in. Target neutralized.
Ready to engage.
I await their approach.
Moving to Overwatch. Not too shabby. Missed!
Rock and roll. Readying weapon.
You see that one?
Overwatch. I will not waver.
Overwatch confirmed.
Got it covered.
Back online. Come get some.
Reloading. Attacking on sight. That is not good.
Barely a hit. Let's get down to it.
Oh yeah.
Let's rock!
Reinitializing weapon. Scanning.
Got it covered.
I stand ready. X-ray neutralized.
Not even close! Ready for action! Good to go!
I must reload.
I'll keep an
I'm
eye
on it.
I'm on it!
I will watch.
Won't happen again.
Hostile target down.
Well, how about that?
I take a new approach.
I can handle that.
The fights kept getting tougher, but we still pulled it off. The local transmitter was down, and the chrysalids were no doubt already on their way to the next target. There was some salvageable equipment among the aliens we took out, but we didn't have a whole lot of time to take inventory. Aside from our civic duty to rescue a fellow human in need, the only way we were going to shut down the rest of his broadcasts was if he pointed us towards the other equipment. He had been squirming for a few hours now, and apparently Advent was having trouble with the doors on his building. So of course, he was getting cocky, because he's an ass. Once we got into the city, the comm signal was stronger than ever. We didn't have anything else to go on, so we used the transmission as a beacon.
Will do. Good to go. Changing position.
launch.
They approach.
Despite being the product of advanced alien genetic manipulation, apparently our peacekeeping overlords never bothered to invest in battering ram technology. This is like something out of a fairy tale. They just can't seem to blow my house down no matter how hard they try. I may not even need a rescue after all.
Yes, Commander.
Heading there now.
Scanning. I'm on it.
Blah, 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 bark, bark, bark. Yeah, that's you, Advent guy. That's what you sound like out there. Yeah, that's what all you imposters sound like to us originals.
Confirmed.
Moving there. On my way.
Here she comes!
Headed there now.
Moving. Getting it done. Overwatch.
Tell me, who is that rap-tap-tapping at my chamber door? Quat the Raven? Well, nevermore! You hear me out there, Advent? Nevermore! You are never getting in! Fascist goons!
Heading out.
Yeah, baby!
Roger. I've got my eyes on. Went off the armor.
Deflect any
Armor
flash!
saves them!
Cover's blown.
Hit the cloud for the fight!
Heavy fire!
That armor's tough.
That's on me.
Ah, that didn't feel good. I'm hit bad! Shouldn't you guys have laser saws or something? I mean, sure sounds like you're just out there beating on my door with your fists. If that's the case, good luck with that, you freaking caveman. Ha ha! Radio man!
I'm going.
You're done, copper!
Target neutralized.
Justice comes for all!
Moving on target location. Target disabled. Got it covered.
If anyone was planning a rescue, if you're already on your way, you might as well come on by. I mean, not that you have to, but I wouldn't want you to have wasted your time.
Back online!
I'll take the high road.
No problem, boss.
On my way.
My eyes
Moving
are
to
peeled.
Overwatch.
Coming out.
Scanning. Oh, come on.
Target.
I have failed us!
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna need some help. Ordering on really soon. If anyone's planning on a daring rescue, now would be the ideal time to swoop in and save my ass.
Affirmative. Moving out. Objective position confirmed.
That's our guy. The pirate of the airwaves himself.
Whatever you say.
A useful aid.
I'm not sure how the DJ convinced these people to guard him, but we managed to rescue one.
I'm going. Adjusting aim!
Remember what I said before about not getting in? Well, they are getting in. Oops. Hey, come on, guys. You didn't think I was serious, did you? I mean, you know, I love Advent. I used to work for you guys. Let's talk this over. Come on in. Have a drink. It's my own urine in a mason jar, but it's a drink, nonetheless. You ready for me?
Get it together!
Let's rock! Deflection! All right, I'll go. Deflection! Hostile terminated. Back online.
Back in.
Reloading.
Moving over,
No
watch.
trespassers.
Boy, do I owe you all a favor. Whew. Say, that's some nice gear you got there. Is that from Advent? I haven't seen anything like that. Hey, where'd you guys say you were from again? You know, I didn't so, you know, I've been broadcasting up and, wow, is that a... What off the armor?
Armor's still holding. Moving to designated coordinates. The mind is willing. Target eliminated.
Seems doable.
We secured the DJ, but now we had to babysit him until we got to the evac point.
I'm on it. Come get some! It is under my watch.
On my way!
On the move. Orders confirmed. On the move. Is it clear? Back online.
Scanning.
I'm
Got
on
it
it.
covered.
I will watch. On Overwatch.
The Faceless didn't really have a name back then, but we knew they were out there, hiding among the civilians. This was something else. I mean, if they could be fish, they could be anything, right? Where does it end? You and I are gonna have a long talk later, but for now, do us all a favor. Put a lid on it, buddy.
I'm ready. Gonna push my luck.
The DJ and his guards made it clear of the area. Now we just had to get ourselves out.
Okay, What's over there?
Excuse me! Yes!
I'm covering.
Overwatch!
Come get
I am
some.
watching.
Affirmative!
Gotta
Covering
come
nine!
get some.
What's making that noise?
You guys seem pretty tough. I mean, you don't need me to do any actual fighting, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a force to be reckoned with, but I kinda fight back a little bit, keeping the door closed on admin. So, I'm sure you can handle this without me, right? No problem.
On your order. Position confirmed. On your order.
I can handle that.
I hope it's worth it.
Heading out.
No harm in
I'm
doing
on.
it.
Got it
ready.
covered.
Overwatch. Shot failed to connect.
Moving to position.
Whatever you say.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I'm going.
On the move. I'm on
Overwatch.
it. Moving to Overwatch.
All right, I'll go.
I'm on it. Moving to Overwatch.
Scanning.
Seems doable. Go help him out.
I'm on the move.
Shot failed to connect. Shot wide.
Blast him. Target's cleared.
Lights out. Love ya.
On your order.
I'm
Come
watching.
get some! On the move. Moving out! Go, go, go!
On it.
Rolling out. Heading out.
I don't need therapy.
The DJ was safe, but the rest of the squad and I were still on the ground. It ended up being easier than it looked. We escaped with the DJ and there was no sign of Advent in pursuit. Our new DJ friend had an interesting collection of scavenged tech and spare parts in his collection. We took the best stuff and left behind everything else. After all that work to rescue this guy, not a day later he somehow thought it would be a good idea to wander off in search of his old record collection or something. I almost lost it that day. I was about ready to just leave him to the chrysalids. Fortunately, he hadn't managed to get very far, and we put a leash on him before the aliens could. The DJ had set up his equipment in an old utility building that the locals built their settlement around. It almost felt safe at first, but the signal there must have been stronger, because the chrysalids were overrunning the entire area.
Seems doable.
I'll take the high road. Went off the armor. Tactical movement.
Accept your fate!
I am spurred onward. Moving. friends. Come on, focus.
Going way out.
Ha! You have no friends.
We must destroy their armor. Oh, they're running away.
Okay, so I'll admit, it was probably a dumb idea to go by myself, but what were the chances of you guys tagging along to go look for my records? Slim to none. But you gotta think long term. I'm looking out for our future. We can't afford to lose the music of our past, can we?
Moving to position.
Hey, meathead! What are you waiting for?
Moving to position. Hard target, minimal damage.
Whatever you say.
Use my strength. Bionically shielded.
The signal in this area was already down, but the chrysalids were still coming out of the woodwork. I didn't give a damn about the DJ's records, but that didn't stop him from ignoring the fact that we were out here protecting him while he nursed his alleged back injury.
On the move. It's killing time.
I can handle that. Still up.
On the move.
Ha! You have no friends. We all do.
It is under my watch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Didn't go through. That one hurt a little.
Yeah, you know, I wish I could help you guys out, but the recoil from those guns would just tear up my poor back. I mean, maybe if we find an ice pack, I'll be able to jump back into the fight. It doesn't hurt to keep an eye out anyway. Give him a heal. Impressed yet?
That's it. I'm out.
mine, soon to be out of ammunition.
I'm on the move.
Am I too much for you?
If they move, it's on.
On your order. I'm on it. Come get some! Oh, come on!
Maybe a flesh wound.
Miss the target!
Like I said earlier, the DJ was essentially a walking target in combat. He refused to even pick up a gun, much less fight with one. The best we could hope for was that he kept his head down and his mouth shut until we reached the evac point.
Heading out. It hit the plate. Hostile terminated.
I'm ready. No problem, boss.
I must reload.
Headed there now. The tissue melts away. Hostile neutralized.
Thank you very much.
Interrupt orders. Their armor saves them.
come on. You can't really blame me for playing around with alien technology. You guys do it too. Don't think I haven't seen your toys. I'll admit I could have taken things a little slower. Maybe done some testing first, but sometimes you just gotta jump right in and pull the trigger, you know?
Going up!
Running low on ammo!
Jumped on you!
I'm going.
Changing position.
Double time.
Moving Overwatch.
I am watching.
Too shabby.
The DJ had shown that at least he felt some contrition for his mistakes. And his heart was probably in the right place if it meant pissing Advent off. I wasn't ready to let him off the hook just yet, though. We were still in the thick of his mess.
I'm on it.
Seems doable.
Okay.
Thought so.
Got it covered.
No
On
trespassers.
Overwatch.
You're just lucky you weren't around for some of my earlier experiments. A green plug here, red one there, some other alien stuff. Yeah, you could say I had a few close calls. I'm guessing I won't be having kids anytime soon either, if you catch my drift. I'll tell you what, I know how to put a ham jam in a wombo anytime.
Double time.
Got it.
10-4.
I must run.
Okay.
Copy that.
wasn't a whole lot of time to get out of there, and there was no way we could fend off this many chrysalids forever. If we didn't keep moving, there was a risk of being overrun entirely. For the second time now, we had ushered the DJ to safety. No thanks to him. We took a few hits here and there. The chrysalids don't stop until they're dead. Fortunately, we made it. To recap what we've learned so far, the DJ had taken alien technology, screwed around with it, and accidentally created chrysalid lures that he then placed along the coast, which attracted hordes of these monsters from the ocean of all places. This is when I almost lost it. Because this is when we found out about the DJ's boat docked outside another city further up the coast. On board was his computer, scheduled to broadcast the latest pre-recorded installment of pirate radio. What choice did we have? We set off for yet another target. We barely had any time to reach the boat before that transmission was scheduled to inadvertently call in even more chrysalids to the shore. There was no way to approach near the docks, so we had to work our way through the streets, with the DJ giving us directions over the comm link.
Moving.
Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on Overwatch.
So what you're gonna want to do here is head up the main drag there. You should see a restaurant on your left. Or wait, what was it, a bookstore? Sporting goods, maybe, yeah. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Just up the road there.
Moving on target location.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Moving there. Good copy. Moving on target. Got it covered. Overwatch site.
Remember when people used to complain about their GPS navigation maps? Well, imagine using one of those, except directed by our DJ friend here. We might as well have been moving through the streets blind. It was that bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I said before, dumb ideas sinking into tired brains.
Armor's still holding. We're in their sights. On the move.
Whatever you say.
Understood. Moving out.
Let me in.
It's not that big of a town. You should be on the water before you know it. My boat should still be sitting right there, where I left it, assuming no one found where I hid the keys. I just hope my computer's still there. Hey, remember, you promised not to smash it.
Heading out.
Seems doable.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I'll call the lot.
Get some!
The DJ pleaded with us not to destroy his computer along with his recordings. So we agreed that once we reached the boat, we would hack in and shut down the broadcast. I'm not exactly sure why we had to hack in. It was his computer. But I don't remember anyone asking any questions at the time.
You see that one? Damn, winged it.
Orders confirmed. On the move. Armor of the mind. I'm on it. Not even close.
I can handle that.
Tactical movement. one escapes. Catch him in the bush.
If they move, it's on.
Interrupted.
Won't happen again.
No armor penetration.
They need some help.
Kid!
I can't just give you my password. We hardly even know each other. I got sensitive data on some of those drives. I'll point you toward the files we're after. You guys can take care of the rest. You're elite, aren't you? Hack the planet.
We all do.
I'm on the move. There's no returning from the void.
off the armor!
Grappling! Moving to position. Hostile target down.
Hit the plate! Barely got it!
Cover the flank!
We didn't even get halfway there before we spotted the boat. Mainly because it was already crawling with chrysalids. There wasn't all that much to it. We knew we'd have to fight. And that...
Almost out of ammo!
It hit the plate. On your order.
I'm going.
Heading to that location. We're green to go.
Come get some.
On Overwatch.
Time is sort of the essence here, you could say. The clock is ticking. I just hope I'm remembering the right broadcast time. Sometimes I forget and things start a little late or a little early. You should probably get there soon, just in case.
It hit the plate!
My fight will go on.
That was when we first spotted the DJ's precious computer.
Utilizing hook. Readying weapon.
Confirmed.
Let's get down to it. Who wants a piece?
X-ray neutralized.
No problem, boss. The area seemed kind of quiet, but we still had to find our way to the DJ's computer. My eyes are peeled.
I will not be moving to Overwatch.
At this point, we were all sick to death of dealing with the damn chrysalids. I was starting to worry that even if we shut down all these transmissions, whatever undersea hellhole those things were coming from was only going to keep filling up the sea until they came ashore regardless.
Position confirmed.
I can handle that.
It's illegal
I'm on
to take
I'm
the
on
line
it.
you're
Watch order
on.
confirmed.
Staying.
On Overwatch. The DJ's next broadcast was going out soon. Real soon. We had to hurry.
Okay. All right, so I admit, I might have unleashed a biblical plague on the world, but I was doing my part to help slow things down. I mean, we might even stop them completely. It's not too late. Look how good you're doing.
It struck their armor!
Hit the armor.
I want to stay for the moment a little longer.
System infiltration in progress. I'll take a look. We're good to go. We managed to get into the DJ's computer and stop the broadcast before he brought down even more chrysalids on us. If that was possible. The DJ had a few interesting items stashed away on his boat. I'm not really sure why, though. It wasn't much. I had had just about enough of the DJ and his secrets. I was about ready to beat it out of him, but finally he came clean. I wasn't kidding before when I said the guy was a crackpot. The true source of the all-powerful signal? An early Advent chip transmitter. Somehow he got the bright idea of hooking into this thing, despite barely knowing what it actually did. His story was so ridiculous it almost made sense. I mean, none of us were scientists, and our solution was simple enough. We'd just blow up the transmitter and undo everything the DJ had put into motion. Simple. We came into the area near the waterfront. The chip transmitter was a ways off in the distance, so we didn't have a lot of time to wrap this up. Back then, there were only a few Advent city centers, and we didn't know a whole lot about their chip implants. I do remember thinking it was a strange place for a transmitter, though. And I just hope the DJ hadn't left anything else out.
To that position.
I'm on
Moving
it.
to Overwatch.
Scanning watch.
Believe it or not, that chip transmitter, whatever you called it, well, that was actually one of the first things I found. I'm not sure why the aliens abandoned it, but it was just sitting there, waiting for someone to come along and fire it up. I just had to make a few adjustments.
Going up! The rift will set you free! We're visible here! Hit the armor! This ain't a jewel. It hit the plate.
Justice comes for all! Their armor stands! I take a new approach. Armor deflection!
Finally getting my hands dirty.
Barely got it! No problem, boss. It hit the plate.
Our choices are vast.
I decided to leave the DJ at his post in front of the radio in case there were any other surprises left waiting for us down there. I think he had finally gotten the message, though. We weren't screwing around anymore, and none of us were laughing.
My failure is my own.
Ammunition nearly gone.
I thrive just as they fall.
That armor's tough. Hostile target dying. On my way.
Now you're nice.
My mind is my shield.
Whatever you say.
All I ever wanted to do was bring a little joy, a little light to the dark, gloomy lives of the average, fringe-dwelling human. I almost did it, too, you know? I mean, you enjoyed the show before you found out it was actually the siren song for 1,000 Sea Devils.
Wow! You'd pay 10 million for me? I'm flattered.
Let's rock!
I'm going.
I reload. I'm on the move.
Go heal him.
Affirmative. Covering Manning. I've got eyes on Advent troops. Hard target, minimal damage. Deflected attack!
Cover my flank!
We brought along some makeshift X4 charges to take down the transmitter, but the alien alloys were tough. I wasn't completely confident it was going to work, but I made sure not to mention that to the others. If it came down to it, I was willing to do whatever it took to put a stop to this.
Don't think it went through!
You know what you've got to do.
I can handle that.
We will fight together. Throwing the hook. I'm on it.
Adjusting sights.
Went off the armor!
Got it covered.
terminated.
Look, I'm sorry about the trouble, alright? But imagine if you guys couldn't kill aliens anymore. You just couldn't. Someone came and took away your guns, your knives, your pointing sticks. They took away your purpose, the outlet for your talent. That's how I feel when I'm off the air.
Just a little off.
Shot failed to connect.
On the move.
Get here!
Shields up.
Love again?
I'm pinned down here.
Watch the flanks!
To be honest, I was focused on blowing up a piece of alien technology that might or might not end up exploding in my face. I really wasn't paying all that much attention to the radio at that point, but I'll admit, maybe I was a little harsh on the guy.
Armor's still holding.
Seems doable. Deflection!
That's on me.
Didn't go through!
Headed there now. You can't run from my power.
They're shifting their attack! I think I'm bleeding!
Try again! Brutality!
I've never told anybody this, but I actually tried to get in as one of those Advent propaganda announcers. It's basically the only job they have for people who have a way with words. They didn't take me, of course. I didn't pass the psych test. But I mean, what does that have to do with being on the radio?
Let's make this clean.
Barely got it. Back online. Healer mode.
My mind is my weapon. Hostile neutralized.
I'm nearing the end. There is no fear, only pity.
They're moving round the side!
Jealous.
Free.
I wasn't really sure what was going to happen once we blew up the transmitter. We didn't have time to make much distance, so if anything crazy happened, we were gonna get caught right in the middle of it. Even expecting the worst, we were still bound to run into a few surprises.
Whatever you say. Our target, minimal damage.
My mind is my shield.
Now you're nice.
Hit the plate!
Good riddance.
Incoming, over here!
Maybe you guys should consider starting a little radio network of your own. Freedom Radio, battle cry of the resistance. Something to get your people good and riled up before you head out on an alien hunt. Think about it. I could be your guy. You just tell me when. Bam, I'm there, baby.
One off the armor.
I'm on it. Let's do this.
Back in.
Understood. Moving out. Reloaded.
Wonderful!
Getting a little woozy here! Fire's getting close
On
here!
that point, surprisingly enough, I agreed with him. After all the work we put in saving him, we might as well get something in return. Once he managed to pull it together a little bit, learn to work through official channels, he had a future in radio, and the Resistance was actually better off for it. Get it together!
No problem, boss. It hurts! It hurts! Standing fast. Go medical.
Your flesh is weak.
Who wants a piece?
I got nothing.
you've done
I'm on
with the
it.
place.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Back online.
Seems doable.
Forward.
On Overwatch.
Do you even know what you're talking about?
Scanning. Seems doable.
On my way. Got it covered.
I'm going.
That's affirmative.
Do I sound like you when I talk like this? And Miss
On
Overwatch?
Overwatch. Orders confirmed. On the move.
Whatever you say.
Like trash.
Affirmative.
It's on.
Covering now.
I can handle that.
Understood. Moving out.
Moving to Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch. Rolling.
Excuse me.
No problem, boss.
No harm
Go
in trying.
get some.
Overwatch. Position confirmed.
I'm going.
My
eyes are peeled.
I'm on it.
better than that.
Whatever you say.
Heading there now.
Scanning. On
Come
Overwatch.
get some.
Please.
I can handle that.
It was hard to miss the transmitter. The DJ had done a number on the alien components to rig it up.
Seems doable.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Look
Come
what you
check.
done.
Covering now. problem, boss.
On
Overwatch, confirmed.
Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
We planted the bomb. All we had to do then was sit back and enjoy the show.
Double time.
Coming through.
Moving on target location.
Come on.
Got it covered.
Damn, I'm
Target's
rusty.
still up.
And another.
Don't think it went through.
Confirmed.
I'll let you know when I figure things out.
Whatever you say.
Moving to Overwatch.
We were definitely starting to run short on time. We had to get in there and blow this thing up before we got overrun.
Didn't go through. I can handle that.
I'm on the move.
Now I can do better.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Affirmative. Covering now.
You know that was good. No problem, boss.
Roger that.
Oh yeah!
Moving out!
Moving to Overwatch.
Now you know.
Hardly did anything.
Armor's still holding.
We came into the area near the waterfront. The chip transmitter was a ways off in the distance, so we didn't have a lot of time to wrap this up. Back then, there were only a few Advent city centers, and we didn't know a whole lot about their chip implants. I do remember it was a strange place for a transmitter, though, and I just hope the DJ hadn't left anything else out.
Bye-bye.
Getting it done. I'm gone.
Moving out. Heading home.
After all the trouble we went through, it was almost cathartic to blow up that final transmitter. Things got a little ugly, but in the end we pulled it off, and I'm here today to share the tale of our heroic victory.